Hello Gemini, thank you for joining me. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are. This is your Fairy Oracle reading for December 2021 or thereabouts. I've pre-shuffled the cards for you Gemini to get your energy into the cards. So we'll just do a final shuffle starting with the Animal Spirit Oracle deck. But just a reminder, it is a general reading, so take what resonates with you, but anything that doesn't, leave that behind or for somebody else. The energies tend to focus in on storylines with each sign that are needed to be heard, really. So let's see where this is going. Alright, first of all, we've got Rhino Spirit, and this is saying overcome any obstacle. This is saying you can overcome any obstacle, Gemini. And Nightingale Spirit, love is all around you. So, you know, these two go beautifully together. Overcome, when love is all around, I feel, you know, we can overcome any obstacle that's put in our way. The strength and the power of love. Alright, I'll just do a final shuffle now of the Fairy Oracle deck by Brian Froud. So we have the heart of your reading, Gemini, the challenges at this time, what's in your power ×2, the outcome dependent on free will, of course, and something else that your guides would like to say to you. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Singer of Intuition, very much a Gemini energy. This is very much about using your mind, using your intuition, your gut instinct. What is it that your intuition is telling you now? Or it could be there's a need at this time to tap into your intuition a little bit more about a situation. Alright, so I'll just put that to one side. And then a final shuffle. Could we have some clarifying cards on for all the cards on the table, please? And at the bottom of the deck this time we have Fairies of the Future. Now this is about, you know, turning your back on what's gone, really. Not in a negative way, but just there's no need to keep being preoccupied or being distracted by what's gone. This is very much a time for some of you Gemini of planning for the future, of looking to the future now. Not quite time for going, but a time of planning and looking ahead. And certainly something about using your intuition here as part of this planning process. Alright, so at the heart of your reading, Gemini, we've got the undressing of the salad and the oak man. The undressing of the salad, this is very much about having to juggle, having lots of balls up in the air all at the same time, but a need to focus, perhaps having to focus on one ball at a time or one significant thing, but whilst also keeping the cogs going, keeping things moving. So there's something here about juggling different energies, different factions, different situations that need your attention. And I think there's more than one, you know, there's a few things that need your attention. And you're trying not to let anything slip, that you're trying hard, you're being very focused, working hard. Yes, and the Oakman as a clarifier. So this is very much about using your wisdom, tapping into your wisdom, drawing on your deep roots. It's a slow energy. The Oakman is a slow energy, so this is taking your time to get better knowledge and understanding about something. as you are focusing on something significant. There's something significant needing your attention, but you're taking your time. You are using your wisdom. Of course, we've seen that with the singer of intuition, tapping into your intuition now, into your third eye chakra. But taking your time to get to the bottom of something, I think. It may have something to do with family or younger people. May do, it doesn't have to. But I'm very drawn to the young little oak children down here, being sheltered and protected. But this is something about wisdom, tapping into your intuition, taking your time, drawing on your deep roots. Could be drawing on ancestral wisdom also. But I need to focus on something. All right. Okay. What's the challenge for you at this time? Well, we have the fairy who was kissed by the pixies and Miklamuckle. The fairy who was kissed by the pixies, this is feeling truly blessed, feeling truly, truly blessed, having lots of love around you. And I think we've already seen that, haven't we? That love is all around. Love is all around you, Gemini. So you can really feel that. The clarifier is Miklamuckle, and this is a very youthful, very young, childlike energy. This is an energy of taking each day at a time, enjoying the minute, enjoying without not thinking about the past, the future, just enjoying the moment. But there's something about these energies that's a challenge for you, Gemini. Something about you feeling truly blessed with lots of love and being lots of love around. Particularly, could well be to do with younger people, children, or, to do with the child, your inner child, Gemini, for some of you. But these are a bit of a challenge at the moment for you, for some reason. All right, so what's in your power? Well, we have Indi, and we have the singer of initiation. Indi is the wishy-washy energy. This is when you can't make your mind up about something. Indi feels can make her mind up. She can see this beautiful crystal in front of her and she thinks, yes, that's the one. But then she thinks, well, no, there's this one back here. What about that one? And so she's in a perpetual state of not being able to make her mind up. Because there might be something round the corner that's better, for example, or different or more suitable. All right. But the clarifier, the singer of initiation, this is part of your learning process, Gemini. This is part of your life journey, jumping through the hoops, learning as you go along. Sometimes tripping up and then getting yourself up again, learning from that and then moving on. So, we all go through these challenging times, these life processes, and that's what life is all about, isn't it? Progress, evolution. Learning from past mistakes. So there's something about this is one of those processes here. That it's within your power now to learn that sometimes you just got to go for it, Gemini. Sometimes you just got to make that decision, and not think too much about other things. Just decide, yes, that's the one and I'm going to go for it. And this is all part of your life process here on this earth during this lifetime. And this is just something else that you're having to, this is just another challenge that you're facing. But it's within your power to rise up and face this challenge now, Gemini. If you can recognise yourself in those energies. Okay, so what else is in your power? Well, we have Epona's wild daughter and Fluff the Footer. Epona's wild daughter, this is a need to face something that's happened in the past. Something that perhaps needs just squaring up to. One way or another, it could be at a greater or a lesser degree. It could be something small, it could be something bigger. But it's just something that is holding you back. And it's just something you can face now, you can deal with, whatever it is. And it's just tapping into your wisdom. We've got the owl here. So it's using your Gemini wisdom to look at something from the past. Now, Fluff the Footer is very much an earth energy. This is about staying grounded. So you are very much of the mind, Gemini, very intellectual. Think deeply about things. Think logically, very pragmatic sign. However, sometimes it's important just to come down from what's going on in your mind and just get yourself grounded, whether it's massaging your feet, walking in nature, having a bath, wearing warm, deep, rich colours. However it is that you're able to ground yourself, just maybe reading a book, listening to some gentle music, doing some yoga perhaps for some of you. So it's definitely within your power now to just face something that needs looking at, that could hold you back, but stay grounded at the same time. All right, and it's within your power there to look at those energies, Gemini. That's going to help. And that's what may be causing you to be a little bit indecisive with some things. But remember, this is all part of a learning process for you. All right, so what's a possible outcome here? Wow, well, we've got himself that's appeared and fairies of the water. Himself is the very powerful universal energy. It's a very godlike energy, paternalistic. You can see he has the stars in his hair. His crown chakra is lit up. That's where he connects with the universal energies. His third eye is lit up, which is his intuition, gut instincts. He's all-knowing. He knows everything that's happening universally. And it's all connected to his heart chakra. Look, so he comes from a place of, he's very kind, he's very benevolent, and he wants the best for everybody, for all of us. So he's come here in a possible outcome for you. I suppose I say possible outcome because there's lots of little messages here in the reading. So, you know, according to how you go forward with your free will now, whether you take note of any of this or not, it depends. The outcome is dependent on lots of factors here. But this is a possible outcome for you. And the clarifier is Tahara of the waters. And this is about emotion, managing emotions, being able to manage and you know, and it's probably saying that you are very good at managing your emotions most of the time. Perhaps sometimes, you know, things get through and can affect your emotions, and that's the same for all of us, Gemini. But himself is a very paternalistic, protective energy, and I feel the universal energy is here to protect and guide you, and has your back here, Gemini, and is going to help you when things get a little bit emotional. I mean, for some of you, this could be a father figure that's around to help you manage an emotional situation. Okay. All right, so what would your guides like to say to you now? Well, we have the Collective of Pixies and we have Neris the Alchemist. The Collective of Pixies, this is the tasks, mundane chores, tasks, things that need doing, need attention. But, you know, we something like we keep putting them off. But the collective of Pixies says, you know, sometimes sharing the tasks, sharing labour, sharing responsibility of these mundane things helps to lift your energy, helps to get the job done. You know, put some music on, sing, dance around as you're vacuuming, or, you know, whatever it is to do with. It's just things that need doing, need attending to, and you just try and make light of it. And if you can, get somebody alongside of you to help with this. And the clarifier is Neris the Alchemist, and this is being very focused on the way to go forward. Turning your back on what's gone, the past, what's, you know, not relevant any longer, but being very focused. This is a time of change. Neris the Alchemist, there's a lot of alchemy going on within her, and there's great change happening. And this change is going to be very productive for her going forward. She's very focused on what the job's in hand, and the way where she's going now. This is about new opportunities, new beginnings in a certain area, setting off on a new journey. And I feel Neris the Alchemist, this is to do with making light of chores, making light of those mundane demands on our time, on our energies, on our thought processes. So I feel there's something for some of you. There's a great change happening here, a change of perspective, perhaps, a change of energy within you, in how you approach these everyday tasks that perhaps in the past have sort of wore you down a bit, or you've just keep putting them off. But I feel things are changing, and you're now starting to focus on how you're going to manage these tasks going forward, how to make light of them so they don't sort of weigh you down so much. All right, that's interesting. So let's just go back to the first two cards. So you can overcome any obstacle here. So I feel these, whatever these collective of Pixies, whatever these are referring to, they've been obstacles for you. Whatever it's to do with, it's been quite a challenge for you. But I feel, you know, you can overcome any obstacle. And because you've got a lot of love around you, Gemini. All right, so just very quickly, you have been focusing, you've been trying to focus on one ball. You've got lots of balls up in the air, you're managing, keeping cogs going. And there's a need to focus on one in particular here. And you're tapping into your wisdom now. But as I say, it's just taking your time, tapping into your wisdom here. Using your intuition. And as you start to plan for the future, plan for going forward. You are truly blessed. There's lots of love around you. Particularly, there's something here to do with children, I feel. Within a family situation. But this is also about you, you know, taking each day at a time and, you know, tapping into your inner child, perhaps. And giving yourself permission to do that. All right. And part of your life initiation is to become a little bit more decisive, perhaps, you know, to make a decision and go for it. Face something that's happened in the past that's holding you back, or events that are holding you back, or situations that you've been in that are holding you back from going forward. But, you know, stay grounded. But the universe he is here, a very paternalistic energy, is very much here, watching over you and wanting the best for you here, and is bringing a lot of power and strength from a very loving place, and to help you master your emotions, to take control of something that may be a little bit emotional. All right. And then, you know, change happening within you, particularly about dealing with something that needs dealing with, whether it's mundane tasks or whether it's this making a decision about something that's going to create great change within you. But it's just taking that first step, isn't it? It may be you have to ask others to support you and help you with this, whatever it is. Yeah, so you can overcome any obstacle, Gemini, because love is all around you, and love is the key here. Beautiful, lovely reading for you, Gemini. So, right, can we get 2 final messages for Gemini, please? 2 final messages for Gemini, please, to complete this reading. 2 final messages. Okay, so finally we've got in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. Lovely. And we've got infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. So 2 lovely energies to finish with. So you're in the flow, so you're up away from the crowd. And, you know, whatever direction, you're in the groove, you're going in the right direction here. Everything should be smooth sailing from here on in. You know, perhaps once this, whatever the decision is, you know, once you can start to make a decision about something, and draw on your inner wisdom, draw on your intuition, your third eye, as you're making plans for going forward. Just deal with something that's been around for a while, that just needs dealing with. But remember, it's all part of your life journey, Gemini. Everything is smooth sailing. You're well on track. And yes, and get ready to catch the abundance. Infinite abundance is going to be pouring in for you, pouring into your life, whatever that means for you. Okay, all right, Gemini. That'd be a lovely reading for you, and I hope whoever it's for, you have an understanding of what it means for you. But good luck going forward, and I hope you can join me again in the future. Bye bye for now.